Hello guys, welcome back. So in this session we are going to discuss one of the high cost item in the electrical system. So just imagine you are the MEP quantity surveyor, so you are working on one of the MEP project in the tendering time. Okay, so we know very well our higher management people or tendering manager or estimation manager always instruct to us to focus for the high cost item in especially for the MEP, because if you miss any other high cost item in the tendering time, it will be the huge cost impact for the post contract. So in this scenario here in this session we are going to discuss one of the high cost item is multi-step automatic switching capacitor banks. Okay, so you can see the real rate of this item is 38,300 dirhams. So that's a huge cost item. Okay, so in this session we are going to thoroughly discuss in this item. Before discuss these things, I will explain some of the terms here. First of the capacitor. Alright guys, so before continue this session, this is a very quick update. We recently launched a full MEP quantity surveying practice through our official website. So once you visit our official website managingqs.com, you can find out in this course. So once you click the learn more, you can move to this interface, so you can find out the all course related important headings are here. So we discussed many things regarding the MEP quantity surveying. So the electrical distribution, electrical cable measurement, lighting system, small power, CCTV, firefighting, fire alarm, drainage, chill water, plumbing, HVAC data, and also the conveying system, access control, public assurances. So we covered all the MEP system through this course. So just visit and explore more. Capacitor mean this is one of the electrical device, so it help to us to balancing the power. And the capacitor bank mean it is group of the capacitor. So inside the bank we can find out a single capacitor, so that's why we call as the capacitor bank. Okay, right. Another very important term is multi-step automatic switching. So this is one of the very important another term. So you can see here first off 350 kVAR mean kilovolt ampere reactive. So this is the terms of this kVAR. So you can see there is a 8 capacitor banks involved in this project. So all the capacitor bank the power is same, so that's why we use the same rate for this whole item. Okay, right. The multi-step automatic switching mean you can see here there's a multi-step mean here 10 steps. 10 step mean you can see the 50 kVAR 4 capacitor and also 25 kVAR 6 capacitor. So total the power is 350. So the question is why we have to fix in this multi-step automatic switching capacitor bank, right? I will explain like this. We are going to fix in this 350 kVAR capacitor bank into one of the motor control center. So in this motor control center there's lots of motors are available. Okay, right. We need some requirement to operate some of the motors. So based on our requirement we have to operate 2 motors something. Okay, so these 2 motors only required for 200 powers. So based on scenario, this capacitor bank supply the power only for 200. So in this 4 into 200 4 into 50 200 capacitors only active and react, then supply the power. So another 150 is still ideal. Okay, so based on this scenario we can serve the lots of energy, powers and other things. So that's why we have to use this capacitor bank. All right, so another very important question is where we can find out in this item through the electrical drawing. So most of the MEP quantity survey is also confused where we can find out in this item. So the answer of this question is we can find out in this item through the single line diagram only, otherwise we cannot find out. Some of the people they open some plan view, sectional view, something like this, so through that drawings we cannot find out these items. So based on this we just open our single line diagram, especially for the electrical distribution drawing spec. So no need to open any other small power and also any other lighting drawing, something like this. So we are not going to open any other drawing, so just open for this single line diagram through the electrical distribution and easily we can find out. So and also the location, so especially we can see near to the main distribution board. Okay, so always we know there's a main distribution board fixed in this area, so we can find out in this capacitor bank near to the main distribution port. So you can see here there's a the capacitor bank is here 350 kVr 10 step auto PFC. Right, some of the drawings sometime in the BOQ also they mention in this name PFC. Okay, PFCs. Some of the drawing they mention APFC. Okay, so this also the same multi-step automatic switching capacitor. Okay, PFC mean we can say that is the power factor character. It's the full meaning of PFC is power factor character. Okay, APFC mean automatic power factor character. Okay, so this is a term. So sometimes some of the drawings and BOQ they mention like this. Okay, 300 kVr PFC 10 step auto PFC, so they mention like this. Okay, so some of the drawings or BOQ they mention multi-step automatic switching capacitor bank, something like this. So we have to know in this terms also. So this is a symbol they mention in the drawing. So this is not the standard symbol, so based on the project to project sometimes it will be vary. So that's why, so we should know some ideas. We are the MEP technical quantity survey. We are not going to take high level technical knowledge, but we know some of the technical knowledge. So once you know, you can easily move forward in this drawing. So this is our main intention for this session, to identify the high cost. One of the item is the capacitor bank, so where we can find out in this item through the drawing and what is the function and something like this. So hopefully you will enjoy in this session. So we also discuss many things in the electrical distribution quantity surveying practice in our courses also. You just visit our official website and explore more our courses.